Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. I am broadcasting from Brazil. Most amazing about this event. Thank you for your patience. Had a small emergency. Everything's fine. Had to deal with it. These things sometimes happen in the family. It's all okay. Thank you for your patience. I'll get straight to the point. I'm going to just, since I'm only working with one laptop, I'm going to quickly see. I see your chats. I see the chat window. You are live. Yes, I can see it. Signed 62, that's great. I'm live. You can hear me. You should see me in a small window. There was a request for that last time. So let's get straight to the point. I know some of you have little time. The good news, everything is fantastic. Loud and clear. Good. Good, Pascalu. That's great. So the little hawklet is doing amazingly well. So what do I want to show you today? First of all, I've got clips thanks to David Hancock, the Eagle Biologist from Hancock Wildlife Foundation. He's been at the nest whilst I'm in Brazil. Just to tell you what's going on. You see me and you hear me. That's great. I'm in a very simple place. I just have a good connection. That's the main thing. And that's the hawk. Yes, that's the little hawk. So let me give you quick updates. David Hancock has been at least twice, if not 3 times at the nest. I have an interview recorded about 10 minutes, which is really, I think, worth listening to. Comes in 2 sections. Sometimes you may have a small echo in the recording. I recorded live from Skype. It is due to my internet connection, so don't get upset. Just know we are all doing our best with whatever we can, okay? You're coming through loud and clear. Thank you, Sasky45. That is good to know. That is good. Let's hope it stays this way. Just have the patience. That's what I'm going to show you. I will show you some incredible, beautiful clips of the little hawk. He is doing really amazingly well. Let David Hancock talk. And then I also got a quick update. I got hold of Miles Brown. If you remember from my last broadcast, Miles Brown was the student biologist who climbed up in a tree. I think it was Minnesota, if I remember correctly. I picked up contact with him, and he is going to, looking good. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, and I will, once I'm back in Vancouver, I'm back in Vancouver July 5th. I promise you, if the hawklet is still there, I'm on Vancouver Island. I'm going to take the ferry out on July 6th and do live broadcasting and live streaming. Whatever I can do for you, I will do, because this is such an exciting event. Okay, so his head looks photoshopped. No, it's not. My head was photoshopped. It's not. Okay, let me stop talking. Let's get to the point. So I'm going to switch off my mic. I'm going to go straight to the interview. Yeah, great to know about Miles Brown. So I will interview him too. What I want to give to you in this channel is really exciting updates on eagles, on wildlife. I'll be traveling to Australia, doing a lot of astronomy there. So I really want to bring you quality education as best I can. And I'm very grateful for your feedback. Okay, hi Marge, good to see you on the Sunshine Coast. Okay, I'm going to be quiet now. I'm going to switch to 2 recordings from yesterday. They were about 24 hours ago. Let David Hancock talk. Everyone up to date what's going on at the nest, please.
Well, I'm not looking for accolades on this, but having now carted your camera equipment, I realize the physical amount of work that you do. That bloody camera, that huge lens on that monstrous tripod is not something that is easy to deal with. I mean, I actually gimped my back because I was lifting it up over my head. No, not your fault. I don't say that. But I have a bad knee, and I was, oh God, I'm got to favor the knee, but I don't want to lose your camera. And I twisted my back, and so I got one of these little, well, just a muscle twitch. The thing automatically gets better in 3 days, but I'm only on the 2nd day at the moment, so I'm still suffering. But what it made me realize is what you put up with in carting that equipment around all the time. It is quite a challenge. Yes, it definitely is. So whoever's listening to you, they need to give you accolades for carting that equipment all the time. It's quite marvelous. Well, I just did it for a few hours, and it was a challenge.
Let us know what did you see and what is different. So.
Okay, so I got there Friday afternoon, late 5 o'clock, and hawklet had already fledged the nest. He'd left the nest tree, and he'd actually gone about a flight of about 200 feet to a nearby tree right on the edge of the water, and he'd worked his way through some different trees. And so when I got there, what I could hear, of course, was his plaintive begging call, because he'd been out already many hours and he was hungry. So he was calling to Mom, and I could instantly locate him up on a tree, and I think I got a few shots. He wasn't doing much other than sitting calling, but he was obviously getting pretty hungry. He'd been either all night and morning without dinner. And so he moved from tree to tree, and I was trying to get a different position with each time he moved, because there's so much forest there, you can't find him. First thing, you got to find him. Not easy to photograph him in the branches, because these are thick Douglas fir, but I got a few shots. Then he worked his way back farther from the tree, and then he made a long flight, the whole 250 feet. And he, even in spite of the fact that...
Oops, we got a bit of a problem here.
It was like he would just tried running up the side of the big Douglas fir tree. I mean, literally, he'd grab hold of the bark, and he went up about 6 feet, and then he did a glide down. And I've sent you some shots of him gliding down. I didn't get organized until the gliding down part, but he actually ran right up the vertical side of the tree, which is kind of interesting. I've never seen one do that before. Then he flew over to the new nest tree, or to his regular nest tree, worked his way up through the branches, got into the nest. So now I'm below the nest, I can't see it. So I have to now move my location back out to where you and I had spent most of the time. And then I could look at him. And by this time, Mom had already just brought in a fish. This was 1:30, 1 o'clock. And he had, somebody was already standing watching him, and they said how he just tore over and took command of the fish. And by the time he finally showed up from eating, all I could see was his back. He stood up and the crop on his front must have had half a pound or 500 grams of fish in it. And he was just so full. And then he worked his way across the nest, went and sat up. Now, it was a very hot day. It was nearly 90-something degrees here. That's hot. And he crossed the nest, went up on a limb, and sat under the shade of a big Douglas fir branch. And he sat there for the next 4 hours. He never moved. He had a lot. Yeah, he had a lot of fish to process. And I mean, the big question now is, in that almost could be pushing 20 hours when he didn't have anything to eat, did that affect his feather growth? Probably not, but it could have caused a weak spot, but probably didn't. So I think he's probably growing properly. And that's how I left him. Then I came back on the ferry. So I heard later in the night, I think somebody phoned me to say last night he fledged again and came back. I'm not certain on that. Leslie is going to call me today with an update on what he's doing. Leslie is the lady who lives 2 houses from him, and she can see his nest from her backyard. It's not where we do the photography from, but she can actually see it from her yard. So anyway, I mean, the little gaffer is really doing well. I mean, that's the big thing. He's doing well, and it's even more absurd because his 3 big siblings are just so huge compared to him. I mean, he's 2 pounds, or he's 1 kilo, and they're the biggest females are 5 kilos, you know. So that's quite a size difference, and they seem to tolerate him, which is, it's probably good, and the reason he's alive, but it's probably not good conditioning for his future success, because going up to another 5-pound kilo eagle that doesn't somehow look at him as a
Right.
sibling is not going to be a good lesson.
But then,
However,
but
the
then
way life is
this
out.
is this is really interesting because I mean the probably the other eaglets are likely to fledge somewhere mid-July, right? Somewhere mid-July.
Yeah, they're going to be about another 10 days or so at the maximum. I think maybe 12 days before they
So
fledge.
so it's very possible that the little hawk will stay around all the time. It's very possible, right? And
It is possible because normally in the rearing of red tails, the young ones stay and follow the parents in the immediate area of the nest and expand their range outward for 4, 5, even 6 weeks. And they're learning, they're observing from the parent, apparently, how to hunt, what to catch, and how to catch it. Where that's not the program that an eagle is on. As you know, the young eagles, they make a fledge. The parents fly around worriedly, making sure they're not attacked by any other bird or eagle. And after 5, 6, 7 days, usually, the parents, the 5 or 6, 7 days of the eaglets flying around the nest area, the eagles abandon them. They just
yeah,
abandon them. And the eagles head north to Alaska. And then 4, 5, 6, 7 days again of the eaglets not having anybody respond at all to their calls, seeing no parents, they then abandon the area and fly north. So they have to make, there's no real learning with the eagles. I mean, occasionally people observe them, the parents bringing food. You've done it with the white rock nest where mom has caught something on the beach. The junior has come to it. She might even have brought him food. That's a rarity. That's a
right.
town function, as far as I can see. It's not the way our wilderness eagles work. Once the young fledge, the adults are really thinking, boy, it's getting my time to leave. And within 4, 5, 6 days, they have gone. They've abandoned them. And the kids are going to learn to scavenge on their own. For the first year or so, they're not really hunters at all. For the first year,
Exactly.
the young eagles are basically just
And who,
scavengers.
and who's going to teach the little hawk to hunt mice and so on? Right.
Yet nobody, nobody.
Nobody.
That's the sad thing. And
Yeah.
so, if you want to say there's a good thing, the fact that we have so many people. I mean, sometimes the roads out in the area of this nest and the beach, there's 30, 40, 50 people at a time, and all day long there are people watching him. So you can turn this around and say, he has a whole class of guardians that are looking out for him. And so if he does come down on the ground, if he gets starving, there's a good chance somebody will see him. I don't think he has any identity with people whatsoever, but if he does come down to the ground, there at least could be some people with his better welfare in mind who could rescue him, and they all have. We've given them all the Wild Ark phone number. Wild Ark is the big rehab center on the southern part of the island, and they know about him, and they're ready to come out and pick him up and feed him. Now, the next challenge would be, other than feeding him up again, they would have to teach him and train him in the big open aviary how to catch mice. But that's part of what the could be released. So a lot of work ahead. But if anything, all this publicity is probably given him some opportunities that are much more potentially positive than they were before we intervened. At least our intervention was, of course, only with photography, but that's given him a support team. All the viewers and the people who live out there, they all have fallen in love with this little gaffer.
Well, I mean, it's not even unlikely that when I get back on the 5th of July, he might still be around, right?
Yes, he might. He might.
That's exciting for me.
Don't forget, though, you're not allowed to go over there on the 8th, because the 8th is the Hancock Wildlife Foundation Fledge Fest here at my place, and I expect you to be here. So you're not going over there on the 8th.
No, I'll be there on the 6th. You know me. Anyway, thanks, David. I'm just going to stop the recording. Okay, okay, very good. So that was David Hancock. I think he gave you an excellent update. So, as he said, on a daily basis, we're receiving news. If there's anything that I know that is other than positive, I will definitely let you know straight away. My hope is that on the 5th of July, when I return from Brazil to Vancouver, it'll still be there. And I just made my promise I would get on the ferry on the 6th of July and I will do live broadcasts from the nest. So if the behavior of the hawklet continues to be the way we are seeing it now, that the eaglets who haven't really fledged yet, who are much behind their little sibling, who's doing so incredibly well, and coming back to the nest and really taking charge of food to fill its crop, if that is all the case, then it's likely it's still going to be there. So let's hope for that. Now I will show you some clips that I've edited but just to give you an update, this all happened in the last days. Okay, so enjoy this now. I'm going to switch off my microphone again, and I'll see if there are any comments, and I'll read them in the meantime.
So I see Maj just moved up to the left.
Well, hawklet moved in the middle again.
Yeah, he's right.
Gets right in there, yeah.
Oh, okay. She just flew out.
She just,
Yeah.
he got the last two mouthfuls out of her. Ooh, now he got the next one. Ooh, now he's tearing it off the food, off the carcass itself.
I hadn't been there for a year, but they loved it there. The sand was beautiful. They had a whole school of kids. Don't know what school.
Oh, you're missing a great meeting.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Mind if I squeeze in here?
No problem. Hi there.
How are you doing?
My goodness.
Checked out your Facebook.
Is it video?
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah. Got some more video from yesterday.
I'm still baffled about the picture of Vancouver and Mount Baker.
Okay.
Like, did you put the two things? So, I just don't understand. Well, where in Vancouver?
There's only two places you can do the one in Victoria and one in Vancouver. So there's one in Victoria you can do it from Alberton.
Oh,
June.
okay.
That's the one that you can do Victoria from Vancouver. You get to
What part? North
That's it.
or west end?
West End.
West
Those
end.
are the only places you can do it.
Okay, I've never been.
Everyone thinks it's fake. Everyone's like,
Some chairs
that's in
for
Victoria.
us all. Sure. Don't know where you want me to
Oh,
sit.
good. Yeah, you renting them out?
Yes, indeed. Thanks to Jewel over there, who very graciously offered them. So,
Come.
oh, wow. That is fabulous. Oh, my goodness. And are you taping right? You are.
Yeah,
Am I being recorded?
Well, yeah, you are.
Inane comments. No, that. Oh, did you see that?
Yeah, that's hardly.
As you can see, this is incredible to watch how this little hawklet is just taking command of the food. It's absolutely incredible, this footage.
Every day, yes.
Oh, wow. Is the hawk still in there?
Yeah, yeah, he's right here. You can see him. If you look in there, you'll see him. Yeah.
We're going to Uncle's shoes.
Okay, okay, okay.
Oh, is that the hawk?
Well, the big
The
one
back?
with his wings up right now
That's
is one of the eaglets, but the hawk is on the left
Oh,
side there.
I see.
You see him, he's standing on a branch.
Oh, so pretty.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oop, oop.
Did I move anything?
I don't know.
So what do you think? Do you think he's going to survive?
Well,
It's looking good at this point.
yes. I mean, he's not got a long potential life because he won't know that eagles are bad for him. Where, oh, there we are. He's now he's waving his wings. That's the little eaglet. Oh, hawklet. Wait. No, now the eaglet is back again.
Oh, thank you.
Pretty cool. Would you like to try this?
Wow. Just standing side by side.
Yeah.
No, I think it's only about 44, 46.
Oh, that's, oh, yeah, like 6 weeks instead of 12 weeks. So, like, yeah. So, this baby could fly anytime.
Well, no, another week at least, I think. But he's branching, so he could be gone
Well,
because a gust of wind takes him. His wings are not fully feathered yet. They're still an inch and a half from being
okay,
full
but
grown.
he was discovered 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And if they fledge at 6 weeks,
He was, we figured, 40.
Oh yeah.
and he wouldn't have been seen the first couple of weeks because he was too tiny. So by the time he popped his head up, he was already
probably because
about
you're there.
2 weeks old.
See, there's Paul there.
Maybe not as much, Michael. We were just although we were on the stairs. Oh, here comes the now up on the branch. Yep, the baby. The other throws away now, so he's walking. Oh, look how he's up. He's on the elbow. Good baby. On the elbow. Oh.
Oh yeah, he's way up there now, isn't he? Wow. Doing family duties right now.
Oh, too bad. He probably wish he was here.
Yes, he
Yeah.
does.
Oh dear, that's too bad. Yeah. What about
so-
David Bird?
He's
He
in
just lives
Iceland. He just left Iceland last
Oh.
night, and he's in Wales today.
He's a
He's also a director on our
I
foundation.
know. He's the one who
They both
is
are.
very well
I've
named.
got another director around the corner I just picked up from the ferry.
David Bird is certainly well named.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, Iceland. Iceland is very popular right now. Do they know whether are the birds male and female?
The chicks, you mean? I don't know. Yeah. Oh, the hawk.
Or the eagle?
Yeah, it's hard to tell anytime, but I'm.
Aren't they usually? I don't know enough
They
about
can,
birds.
over time, they do come out
Oh, but not
50-50.
necessarily.
I think he's coming down. Thank you. Oh. Well, my intent was to see if I could talk to him going to dinner with just the two of us, but we seem to be stuck here. I mean, oh, there he goes again, there he goes.
So much. This is exciting.
Well, this is.
You brave soul. We did. And did you go to Pender on it? Oh, we did. We went to Pender on
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that quick update. Thanks to David Hancock. Thanks also to Karen Bills. You heard her voice a few times. She's also the one who was just commenting. She's the left hand or right hand, whatever you want to call her, of David Hancock since many years, a very good volunteer. So that's it in a very succinct way. If you wondered, the question comes up again and again, how did the little hawk get there? And also my friend Mark remarked earlier that there were originally two hawklets, which indicates that they were probably brought into the nest. That's the most likely theory. Nobody has seen it. Okay, there is a photo somewhere that I've seen too, where you see the two little hawklets. Probably one died, one survived, and the one that survived is the one we're seeing, very, very cheeky and very determined to survive. So I don't have anything really to add. I think David Hancock explained it so well. Um, so um, that's about it from me. If you don't have any questions now, I think I will conclude the broadcast, because I always think one should only give the message what is interesting and leave the rest for later. So I'll wait for any updates from David Hancock. I'll let you know whatever I know. And again, if I get back on the 5th of July and the little hawk is still around the nest, rest assured I'll be out there broadcasting for you live this time, which I so enjoy doing. Okay, Brazil. Yes, I'm in Brazil for a family visit of my wife. I'm in Brazil. Okay, so anyway, my friends, I hope you enjoyed that, and that's as much as we know. It looks very positive. It really looks positive. We're absolutely thrilled that it has come this way. Okay, well, not to. Thank you very much. Thank you. What about that biologist? When you're talking about the biologist, you probably mean Miles Brown. I will interview him when I'm back in July. I've picked up communication with him. It's all going to be very exciting. We're going to keep up the level of news as much as we can. There's so much going on. So thank you very much. Thanks, everyone. Okay, and let me just see if I can switch this off again, because I got everything on one. Yeah, I found it. Thanks and all the best.